I love it. You love it, most of the meta has it, so it's only fitting that we go over the best assault rifles that you can use in Season 3. We'll go over the recoil patterns, strengths of each assault rifle, and recommended builds for everyone to use. For our first honorable mention, we have the AS Val. Its recoil goes left, then right, but goes up near the end of the spray. Still controllable for some people, but not for longer ranges. AS Val's high fire rate makes it useful for close range. To be honest, it's not bad at all. It's just overshadowed because of recoil. It feels more like an SMG, and I got to use it like one, as you can see in these clips. This recommended build allows you to have fast movement speed and ADS time. It's built for those close range situations to accompany its fast fire rate. You can still use it for medium ranges pretty easily, although you might want to tap fire when it comes to longer ranges. At number 5, we have one of my favorite assault rifles, Peacekeeper. After a lot of recoil buffs, I found it way easier to use now. Its damage buff makes the 4-shot range a bit more consistent. Combined with its potential strafe speed and fire rate, you'd be surprised to find that Peacekeeper can handle the most of the meta weapons today. Here's the classic recommended build for Peacekeeper. If you find the ADS speed too slow, you can use the extended mag A, but you'd have less bullets, so try to use the double stack mag instead. Next up, we have the ICR-1 at number 4. Its recoil pattern is pretty easy to control. The initial spray of 15 bullets will go straight up, and after that, it will start going to the left. Aside from the ICR-1 being easy to use, its range buff this season gives it a seemingly infinite 4-tap capability if you can hit 2 chest shots from 35 meters and beyond. We have 2 recommended builds for the ICR-1. The first one lacks disable but has better mobility, but with no stock being equipped, we reduce our bullet spread accuracy. If you're fine with a little bit less mobility, you can use this build, leaving no stock behind and equipping disable perk. For our number 3 assault rifle this season, it's Type 25. Its recoil is a bit shaky, but it's nothing to worry about once you build it right. Just pull it down and to the left to negate its recoil direction. For Type 25 strengths, it still is a somewhat versatile assault rifle, but it feels a bit slower than before if you build it for effectiveness. Just make sure you utilize movement and pre-aim early to take advantage of its good damage and fire rate. The default iron sight for this gun isn't the best, so I use this recommended build with the red dot sight. Like I said, it will feel like the Type 25 of the past seasons, but expect it to handle slower. Before we get on with the top 2 assault rifles, we have another honorable mention, and that is the HVK. Its recoil pattern goes left, right, and left again, but it's a gradual change in direction, so it's not that hard to control. With its damage buff this season, it only became more effective when it comes to holding angles. Its 24 bullets in the large caliber ammo is a feature, not a bug. Why? Because it helps a lot with trigger discipline. We have 3 builds for the HVK. I personally use this build as it's the only build you can use for respawns. For these 2 next builds, you kind of want to pick your poison if you want more range using this build, or if you want disable perk with your HVK, you can use this build instead. Remember that the first build can do well in respawn game modes, but the last 2 are too slow, so it's recommended to use them for search and destroy. For the top 2 assault rifle for Season 3, we have M13. For the recoil, it does go to the right, but it quickly rides up, so it's no problem for most people to control. It has good damage, good accuracy, and fire rate. That's why it's one of the easier guns to use in the game right now for medium and longer ranges. However, its bullet velocity in longer ranges will make you feel that your shots aren't connecting, especially for players with higher ping or latency. Here's build 1 with the RTC double stack 40 round, better for more accurate players with trigger discipline. But for most players, you can use this build that you can spam with using the silencer barrel and large extended mag B instead. You probably already know which AR is top 1, and of course, it's Kilo 141. Great! Another AR with easy to control recoil since it's buff. While it's built like an AR, its damage makes it very versatile but can be beaten by weapons like the CBR4 in close to medium range. Its recoil combined with its damage, however, makes it the obvious choice when holding power positions. This first build is for a more aggressive playstyle to somehow hang with the CBR4. This second build is mainly for AR playstyle, choosing more gunfights from range. What's your top 5 assault rifles? Let us know down in the comments below. Special thanks to Z once more for helping out with the list and providing the recommended builds that we have today. Since we're talking about playing assault rifles, you might want to adjust your FOV so you can see enemies better from range. Or if you want to see the 10 best guns and loadouts for Season 3, you can click right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.